Hello, Luscious. Remember 4 million years ago when this election was still about actual issues like the economy? Now it's in someone's underwears. Well, it should still be about the economy because there's a new report out that paints a very bleak picture of the state of the job front. Now, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the number of Americans working multiple jobs just to make ends meet at an 8-year high last month. 7.8 million people now working 2 or more jobs. That's 300,000 more people than the same time just last year. I guess is going to break it down for you. Brian Brenberg, Associate Professor of Business and Economics at the King's College right here in glorious New York City. Bryanomics. Hi, Brian. Welcome back.
Good to be here.
So tell me how this all works, and is this awful news for the economy and for working Americans?
It's not totally awful. Look, we live in an economy where more and more people actually want to have multiple jobs, especially when you're talking about younger workers. So that's not necessarily a problem. The problem is we still have 6 million people stuck in part-time jobs who don't want to be in part-time jobs. Okay. So
there is a disconnect.
There is a disconnect.
Some of this is all about autonomy and flexibility. But if you don't want that sort of autonomous flexibility and you're stuck in a part-time job, that's where problems happen.
There's two groups of people who need the same thing. Okay. You have people who want multiple jobs, and what they're saying is, look, leave me alone. Get the regulation out here. Don't call me an employee of Uber. I'm not an employee of Uber. I'm working for them and with them to serve customers, but that's not, so don't subject me to that regulation. Okay, those folks want regulation out of here. You've got another set of workers who are stuck in part-time jobs who are saying, I need to get hired. I need to be retrained so I can participate in the economy. We need growth. We need the economy to grow, so companies will pay me to do that. They'll train me. But both groups are looking for the same thing, lower regulation, and they're looking for a stronger economy. And the problem is they haven't gotten that for years, and that's why we're seeing these numbers go up. And the worry is they're not going to get that in the years ahead because we're not talking about economics in this election.
No, we're certainly not. And you're not talking about the needs of people and the ability to create their own environment so they can succeed. And you know, you talk a lot about mismatched skills because there are good jobs out there. There are full-time jobs out there. There are a whole bunch of people who want those full-time jobs. But again, what is the disconnect?
This is what people don't understand. There are tons of available jobs out there. They just did a survey of small businesses. 60% of the small businesses in the survey said we are looking to hire people right now. But at least half of them said we couldn't do it because there's a skill mismatch. Okay, that is something we ought to be talking about a lot in this economy because it's going to happen more and more. How do you get people retrained? And the answer is you employ them. You need a strong and growing economy so businesses say, we need workers and we're willing to put up the money to retrain people so they can do the job we need them to do. But if you don't get growth, that never happens. This has to be the conversation, and unfortunately it keeps getting pushed to the side.
And also, unfortunately, you have candidates who feel it is the role of government to, the government should be the one that retrains these workers and gives them the skills. But we all know what happens with those overwrought bureaucracies.
Why would you think that a government bureaucrat would know the kind of skills training you need to get a job at, you know, a tech company? The tech company knows that. So let them do the work. Don't give them subsidies to do it. Don't try to meddle. Just create an environment where their business is growing. And they say, we need people. We've got to get them. We're going to hire somebody who's smart, but might not have the skills, and we'll train them.
And you know what? A lot of those people are coming out of high school who aren't right for college, but they have the energy, they have the youth, and they have the desire.
They need on-the-job training, but minimum wage laws, overtime laws, it messes all of that up. That's exactly the wrong direction.
Government bad, innovation good, Bryanomics in a beautiful nutshell. Thanks so much, man. Thanks for coming by.
Here,
Always good.